gonna start this video. Why do I sound like I'm getting sick? Damn it, the fucking plane, bro. If I get sick from this fucking plane, I'm gonna lose my mind because I wiped everything down. I was hand sanitizing my hands. Like every time I touch something, I hand sanitize my hand. I try not to touch my face, but as you can see, I just scratched my nose. So I probably touched my nose by accident. You know what? I should really wipe down my book and my Kindle because they were both like on the plane. Even though I wiped down the thing that I put the book on. So I just came back from a trip. I don't know if you can even tell in this lighting, but I got tan, girl. I got tan. No wonder why people are happier in sunny states because everything is better when the sun's out. We booked this trip. I'm like, we cannot book a trip while I'm in my luteal phase. I'm a different human being in my luteal phase. Like, we cannot book a trip, blah, blah, blah. We booked the trip. Obviously, that's where my luteal phase lands. There was not much I could do about it. I don't know why. It's like you try to plan around it, and for some reason, it always lands when you don't want it to. I don't know what that magic is, but it was like, great. I'm gonna be in such a bad mood. I'm gonna feel ugly, disgusting. I'm gonna be cranky, like, amazing. Now, you wouldn't even know I was in my luteal phase because the sun was out. You could chalk it up to it being vacation and like me not having responsibilities. That probably could be part of it, but even when I'm in my luteal phase and it's the weekend, you know, I'm still not half as happy as I was there. So I just know the sun did something for me and that was amazing. So we're back, and while I was on vacation, speaking of Kindle and book, I was reading 2 books. Well, I haven't quite yet decided. No, actually I did decide, but I haven't quite yet marked it on my Fable that I'm DNFing one of the books because why is it so boring? It's literally so boring, you guys. The book that I'm DNFing is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. It's the only Emily Henry book I haven't read yet, and the movie came out, so I'm like, oh, let me read the book. Like, obviously I knew it was gonna be a cheesy rom-com. Well, actually, I didn't know it was gonna be cheesy because usually her books aren't like that cheesy. This one, like, starts off where like they're at a bar and Poppy meets Alex, and you're thinking this is the first time they're meeting, and then she was pretending to be the first time to meet him and hitting on him because she wants him to like find a girl, whatever. It throws us back into the past timeline and kind of learning about their friendship and like how they became friends. We don't really know yet, I think, why they fully stopped being friends, or maybe we do and I just totally forgot, but it doesn't matter because then they end up going on this trip together and she's like lying to him the whole time about why she's on this trip. I'm not really feeling the connection between the two of them. Like, if you can't buy me into their connection, you just kind of lose me in the story, especially if like the plot is like barely there. Every time they talk, it's just kind of like lackluster. I'm like, okay, bored, like give me something. And I really thought it'd be perfect for vacation, People We Meet on Vacation, and it was just not. Safe to say that that is not for me, that book. Let me know what you guys thought of this book. Was that like her first book? Because then that would kind of make sense. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, look, Emily Henry's good, but she's not like my ultimate like author. If someone were to ask me like, what's your favorite author? You know what? That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't really know if I have a favorite author. Anyways, so that was that. While I was reading that and trying to see if maybe it would pick up, maybe it would give me something, I was also reading my first Ellen Hildebrand book, Golden Girl. I know she's good like vacation reads. They're based in Nantucket. It's different. It's kind of like a murder mystery. You're also getting the point of view of the person that was murdered. I actually am enjoying it. Slow at some points. They're kind of trying to get you to understand each of the characters involved. But I think I'm like 200 and something pages in. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at in the reading. I have some books that have been available on Libby for like a while. I keep getting the Libby notification like, this book is ready. And whenever I see the book, I'm like, oh, now I don't really want to read that. Put something on hold on Libby, and the hold is so long that by the time that it's ready, you don't really feel like reading it. That's where we're at. I clearly had a slow morning this morning, but we have to go to work, so I'm gonna go pick out my outfit for the day. I'll see you guys later when I figure out another book to read. We will talk about it. chatted with you guys yet, and like, what the heck is wrong with me? Like, finished this book last night. It's fresh on my mind. I read my first Ellen Hildebrand book. I think some of them all have like a mystery kind of element to them, if I'm right. It's that one Netflix show based on one of her books, and it's like mystery. This is about this woman named Vivian. You kind of get a glimpse into what's going on in her life, and then she gets hit by a car and dies. And you're like, what? She basically gets assigned a person in heaven. They don't say heaven or anything like that, but it's assumed, which is this woman named Martha, and she kind of is supposed to help her through the transition from being on earth to not being on earth, and watching her family struggle without her there, watching what goes on while she's not there, seeing how her family is handling it, also seeing things that she didn't know about her family members go on, because even though she's up there, she can still see and hear everything going on. Some of the parts were slow because you kind of have to get to know each and every character throughout this book, and there's a bunch of characters. There's her 3 children, then like one person that's kind of like, she calls her child but he's not, their significant others, all that. So you're learning like literally about every single character's lives and how it is affecting them today. I just feel like some of the characters were boring, so when we were in their point of view, I was just kind of like, okay, next. And overall, I feel like the concept of the book was cool, but it wasn't really executed like super well. The whole concept of her being able to see her family and help them from above was only shown in glimpses. We more were just getting people's backstory, but then we would get like one person's point of view of it, and then we'd get the other person's point of view of the same story, and you kind of just heard the same story twice. That's why I feel like I give this book a 3, because I feel like when I was in the story, I was like, oh, this is cool, like interesting. Where is this gonna end with Vivian like being able to like help them from above? Like, how is that gonna all come together? And like, the problems arise throughout the story between siblings, like how are those gonna come to a conclusion? I was in it, I was interested, but then when I put it down, I was kind of like, didn't really care. Like, I was kind of like, yeah. Let me know what you guys think of her books, and let me know if you have any recs for her. Like, is there one that you're like, no, this one is one of her best? Like, please tell me, because I'm very interested in reading more of hers in the summer. Really, honestly, at this moment, I have no clue what I want to read next. And none of my books that I have on hold are available on Libby, so that's great. They're all just waiting. I just hope this book doesn't put me in a slump, because you know when you read like a mid book and you're kind of like, why am I reading? You know, it just kind of puts you in that like slump where you're like, are books good? Like, is there any good books out here? I read a bad book and then I read a mid book, you know, so you're kind of just like, are there any good books? But guys, today is gonna be 67 degrees. I know, it's literally gonna be amazing. That's why I'm wearing short sleeves, because I'm gonna be rolling these bitches up and trying to tan, you know. No, guys, don't worry. I didn't get lip injections. I have a fucking canker sore underneath this lip. It is so irritated that my lip is plump. Back in the same spot, getting ready for work, talking about what book I'm reading, because I can't even lie to you. After reading Golden Girls, I was kind of in a slump. Like, okay, I'm exaggerating. It's literally been 2 days. In my defense, I had no time to read. Yes, I could have found a book and listened to the audiobook, because I feel like this week has felt like 10 years already, and I don't really know why. But plus, like, I haven't really been like, oh, I need an audiobook because Harry's new album came out. So I've just been listening to that on repeat. Like, I don't feel like I need an audiobook while I'm driving. Last night when I got back from work, I got back so late, so I didn't even have time to read, but I'm like, no, we are figuring out what book you're reading next. I really wanted to read The Future Saints. I'm literally next on Libby to get it. It's not available yet. So what we have 2 things. The audiobook for One Dark Shores. I was just looking through Kindle Unlimited, seeing what options they had for me, seeing if that sparked any like interest. I still have not read anything from Allie Hazelwood yet, and she does like really good romance books, apparently. All of her books were available on my Libby, so I went with Love Theoretically. Just know it's like 2 scientists that are like rivals or something. It's supposed to be really good, so we'll see. I think it'll be fun. It's different. I think I needed something from an author that I haven't read yet. I'm gonna start that today. I finished getting ready for work here. Let's hope my lip goes down a bit here, because this is kind of crazy. My hair is crazy in the morning. Anyone else with curly hair wake up and you just It's just a lot going on. I'll see you guys in the car when I start listening to the book, so see you in a bit. Hey guys, so I promise I've been wanting to start reading, and I've been wanting to start listening to my audiobook, but I legitimately cannot stop listening to the new Harry Styles album. Like, I just can't. Like, the weather's nice. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm putting that on over starting a new book. So let me show you where I'm at, people. Good morning. Let's talk about this book so far. I'm gonna talk kind of quiet because someone is still sleeping. Let's talk my thoughts so far in this book because I feel like I haven't been able to chat with you guys. So I feel as though I'm slightly in a slump because I'm not like dying to read. I'm also not. In my free time, I am on my phone, which is so bad, but that's just, I'm just being honest with you. This morning I was like, no, you are not going on your phone again. Like, we need to read. It's a romance book about two scientists. They both study two different parts of science that contradict each other, so they're kind of like rivals. The girl's a little more hung up on that part, and he's more hung up on the fact that she's dating his brother and she doesn't know things about his brother that she should know. But what he doesn't know is that she's fake dating. She just recently had an opportunity to get a new job working at the same school as Jack. She's met Jack twice because of fake dating the brother. She never really liked him when she ran into him because he just always seemed like he was like judging her. We learn a little bit that seems like her family is not very close to her, doesn't really ask her what she's doing. All they care about is her younger brothers. She kind of has some, I think, like confidence issues is what it's seeming like. I think that's why she was always like put off by Jack, because he could like read her. I'm about 34% of the way through, although I have not been picking up this book as much as I want to. While I'm reading it, it's fun. I feel like we're starting to get to the part where he's finding out that she's fake dating the brother, which should be fun. Is this something that I think is like gonna be a 5-star? No, absolutely not. But I think it's okay for right now. It is what it is. Like, I don't know if this is a me problem right now or a book's problem. Like, every book I'm picking up is just mid, or if I'm just feeling mid about reading right now. But yesterday, you guys saw, I filmed a little clip. I went to the bookstore. Hoboken literally has only 2 bookstores. And there because I was looking for something in specific, for someone specific. They didn't have it. So they did have a book that I wanted. However, it was like $28. You know, I have a Barnes & Noble's gift card, so I'm gonna just get it from Barnes. I know everyone's like, you need to shop local. $28 for a book, really, I really just can't do. I did that. I went to another store, found some gifts there. We did a little shopping yesterday. Let me know if you like to see vlogs that are like a mix of reading and also doing things like my normal everyday activities. I feel like I struggle with balancing it because I'm also filming stuff for like Instagram and TikTok. I film my morning routines for that, but it's like, do you also want to see that here? And that's where I'm starting to be like, do I need a camera that I can be filming two at once? It's Sunday morning. I am just gonna continue reading here, drinking my coffee. I don't know, we'll see where the rest of the day takes me. I only went to the one bookstore yesterday, so maybe today I'll stop by the other bookstore to see if they have anything there. I've actually never been in that other bookstore, and I really don't know why. I guess it just doesn't like draw me in. Back to the book. One thing I am enjoying about this, which I feel like is something I enjoy about a lot of romances, it's not like insta-lovey. Like I was worried that this would be like, she would see him and then she'd be like, oh my god, he is so hot, and I actually think I kind of like him. You're like 100 pages in and like they've already kissed and you're like, bro, can we have some yearning here? My goal today is to get halfway, so if I can get halfway today, we're doing good. You're gonna keep me accountable that I'm gonna hit 50% today, okay? Okay, please ignore my hair. I'm letting the dry shampoo sit in it because I am going to work per usual. But guys, we have great news. I finished the book. I feel like I haven't finished a book in 10 years. I feel like it's been forever. I like to pull it up so you guys can get the visual. Let's talk. Love Theoretically, Allie Hazelwood. I thought this book was relatively cute. Do I think it was the best romance I've ever read? No. So both of the characters, Elsie and Jack, are scientists. I feel like the plot was like slightly all over the place because it started where she was fake dating. It switched into her applying for a new job, the same school that Jack works at, and something else happens to Jack's brother. And it was like a little all over the place. I don't know. I don't really have anything bad to say. I don't really have anything amazing to say about it. I think this was a pretty relatively easy read. It wasn't cringy, it wasn't too cheesy, it was just like mid. And I don't know if that's because I'm just in a slump right now. I don't know. I gave this book a 3. You know, it did what it had to do. I enjoyed reading it for the most part. None of the characters like bothered me. It was just a romance, you know? It was just a romance. What else do you want me to say? That's all I can say. That is it for this video. That is what I read this week or weeks. I am now on to another reading vlog. We are starting already because why not? You know, if you're not like a fast reader, these videos take forever to get up and I want to be posting, so I guess I have to be filming 24/7. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm super active on there. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.